Itachi wasn't loud, he wasn't flashy. He didn't prove himself with words. He was calm, sharp, and always in control. Because his real strength wasn't power, it was mindset. And that's exactly why he hit so hard for real life. Because in real life, the people who win long term aren't always the loudest. They're the ones who stay steady when things get messy, focused when everyone is distracted, and disciplined when motivation disappears. Most people don't lose because they're incapable. They lose because they're unstable. One bad comment ruins their day. One failure makes them quit. One delay makes them angry. One boring moment makes them scroll. They get emotional, distracted, offended, lazy, and then they call it life. Itachi teaches the opposite. Stay quiet, stay focused, move with purpose, not cold, controlled, not arrogant, disciplined, not lucky, trained. So if you want Itachi mindset in real life, you need three things: emotional control, intelligence through focus, and discipline that doesn't depend on motivation. This isn't a fantasy speech. This is a real system, because Itachi isn't a quote character. He's a training art character. First rule, control your emotions like a skill. The biggest lie people believe is, I'm just an emotional person. No, you're an untrained person. Emotions are normal, but being controlled by them is something you repeat until it becomes your personality. Itachi's power is that he doesn't react instantly. He creates space. So when something triggers you, an insult, a failure, a problem, don't react immediately. Take one slow breath, pause for 5 seconds. In those 5 seconds, ask one question. What response makes me stronger? Not what feels satisfying. Not what proves a point. Not what protects ego. What makes you stronger? Sometimes the strongest response is silence. Sometimes it's walking away. Sometimes it's writing the plan instead of fighting the emotion. And this isn't only about anger. It's sadness, laziness, anxiety, overthinking, and that feeling when you don't want to do anything. Itachi energy means you don't let feelings drive the steering wheel. You can feel it and still move. You can be tired and still do your baseline. You can be stressed and still focus for 25 minutes. You can be disappointed and still show up. That's the difference between watching anime and becoming anime in real life. Second rule, build intelligence through focus, not talent. People think intelligence is a gift, but in real life, intelligence is often just focus, repeated daily. Itachi isn't sharp because he was born lucky. He's sharp because he pays attention. Most people live in noise, notifications, random videos, endless scrolling, constant opinions. Then they wonder why they can't learn faster, think clearly, or stay consistent. Your brain becomes strong when you stop feeding it junk all day. So create your Itachi hour, one focused session every day. No scrolling, no multitasking, no tab switching every 10 seconds. Just you and one skill that upgrades your life. Editing, English, coding, business, fitness, content creation. Whatever your future needs, start simple. 25 minutes locked in, 5 minutes break, then another 25. If that feels heavy, do one 25-minute session and build up. The point isn't intensity. The point is training your attention like a weapon. Third rule, discipline without drama. This is the Itachi part most people fail. They want the mood. They want the hype. They want a perfect routine. But Itachi isn't hype. Itachi is consistency. In real life, your discipline must be something you can do, even on your worst days. So build a daily baseline you never break. 10 to 15 minutes is enough. Push-ups, squats, planks, up kumu walk, and jump rope. Anything. The rule is simple. Never go to zero. If your day is heavy, shrink the mission, do 5 minutes. But never delete it, because the moment you go to 0, you teach your brain that quitting is an option. Now add what people call Itachi presence. Real presence isn't trying to be mysterious, it's being stable. Speak less, listen more, move slightly slower. Don't rush your words. Don't over-explain yourself. Keep your plans private. Let results speak. This isn't about acting cold. It's about protecting your energy, because your energy is your currency. Here's the mindset shift. Stop trying to win every moment. Start trying to win the week. A single day can be messy. A single moment can be emotional. But a week of discipline changes you. Itachi doesn't panic over one setback because he's focused on the long game. You're not building a mood. You're building a life. Now lock it into a challenge you can actually follow. For 7 days, do 3 things: 10 to 15 minutes physical training, 1 deep focus session, your Itachi hour, and 1 emotional control rep, pause before you react. That's it. Simple, clean, repeatable, no drama. By day 3, your mind gets quieter. By day 7, you feel calm confidence, the kind that doesn't need attention. So if you've been feeling behind, take this as your sign. You don't need motivation. You need standards. You don't need talent. You need focus. You don't need a perfect life. You need a system. Comment Itachi mode if you're starting today, and tell me what you want next. Intelligence like anime. Confidence like anime. Or discipline like anime. Because on this channel, we don't just watch anime, we become it.